The girl had just regained consciousness from her coma, only to find her hands and feet tightly bound. Realizing she'd been kidnapped, she could only shift her body to call for help. But immediately, the black-clad figure behind her used a stocking to strangle her neck, until the girl was completely suffocated. Then the masked man intended to bury her deep in the mountains and abandon her in the wilderness. Unexpectedly on the way, his car was rear-ended by a jeep. The old man driving the jeep hurried out to check and was shocked to find a lot of blood seeping from the trunk of the car in front. This made him alert immediately, and before the other person got out of the car, he quickly took a tissue and dipped it in a small amount of blood. But he had just stuffed the tissue into his pocket when the driver of the car in front appeared behind him. Seeing this, the driver quickly explained, saying it was just a deer he had hit and killed on the road. But the old man could clearly tell that the other person was lying. To avoid alerting the man, the old man suggested exchanging contact details to cover the other driver's repair costs. Strangely, the man refused, claiming he could handle the repairs himself, then turned and walked away. The man's unusual behavior only deepened the old man's suspicion. The trunk must hide some dark secret, for the old man's true identity was that of a super psychotic serial killer. 20 years ago, he accidentally killed someone. Since then, he'd been living under a false identity with his daughter in this remote town. Back home, the old man tested the blood. Sure enough, it was human. He immediately found a payphone and anonymously reported the killer's vehicle details. But the police didn't take it seriously, because the person he was reporting was one of their own officers, Nick. Sure enough, the next day, while cooking, the old man suddenly received a call from Nick, who reiterated over the phone that the trunk truly contained only a fawn he'd hit, not a human corpse. But the old man didn't believe him. He felt the police were unreliable, so he decided to investigate the truth himself. He returned to the intersection where the rear-end collision occurred, speculating on the killer's dumping site. If it were him, the dumping site would likely be the nearby